Hi guys, I thought I'd give a little update to the Daystate Redwolf 177 caliber. I've had this gun for about 2 months. I've shot it almost every day, and if I added up, I believe I've put right at 2,000, maybe a little more shots through this gun. Love the gun. It's a great gun. So a few things of what I've learned. If you fill this gun up to, it recommends you can fill it up to 230 bar. If you fill it up to 230 bar, you can shoot and shoot and shoot down to, I believe, around 112 bar. I'll get an alert on here that says low pressure. So that's a lot of shots. If I add it up right, I believe it's about 300 shots I can get on a fill. So that's a lot of shooting on one fill, as long as you can fill it up to 230 bar. All right. The next thing, I love the side lever on this gun. It's just like there's no resistance at all because you're not pulling, you're not cocking a spring, you're not moving a hammer. It just works really well, and it's well made. It doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything like that. Just really smooth. What I love about this gun is the trigger. I love a lot of things, but the trigger is, it's an adjustable trigger, electronic trigger. But I have not had to adjust it at all. It just goes off when I want it to go off, is the easiest way I can explain it. It's a very light trigger, and it's just predictable, I guess is another way to say it. Love the trigger on this. Another thing I love is the balance of it. It's got great balance. The balance point is just barely in front of the trigger guard here. And I noticed pretty quickly that my offhand shooting improved, which all of us could use an improvement on our offhand lane. And so I'm very pleased with that. And a lot of that has to do, well, a lot of things. It has to do with the balance of the gun, but also the trigger is also really good. So that has definitely improved my offhand lane scores. Love the adjustable stock butt plate on it. You can adjust it up and down, side to side, so you can get it customized for your shoulder. I have not needed to raise the cheek piece just because of my scope height, so it's good where it is. All right, so the other thing is charging the battery. I've only had to charge the battery once, and it was around 1,000 shots. I got an alert on here that said low battery, so no big deal. Unplugged it, pulled it out. The charger that comes with the gun is great. It works great. No worries at all. Charged it up, put it back in, started shooting again. This gun seems to shoot fine in cold weather. It's right now it's February here in North Carolina. We haven't had an extremely cold winter, but I have shot it in very cool temperatures. I have noticed no performance issues at all with the rifle. The temperature definitely affects me, the shooter, more than it affects the gun. I haven't noticed anything with the gun in the cold weather. Everything worked fine. All the electronics work fine. Even damp conditions, no problem. Electronics work fine. So the weather has not been a problem at all. I've cleaned the barrel twice on this gun. I cleaned it once when I first got it just to make sure it was clean. I believe it was, but I just wanted to have a baseline. So I cleaned it when I got it. I cleaned it again around 1,000 shots. I'm still learning how often this gun likes to be cleaned. Some guns like to be cleaned a lot for accuracy. Other guns are less picky and you can shoot and shoot and shoot. So, but cleaning the barrel was easy. I use a patch worm pull through. No problem at all cleaning it. Worked great. So most importantly, accuracy. Check out this group. This is a 6-shot group shot at 50 yards. And this is me sitting on a bucket using bipod shooting sticks. So you're looking at a 1/2-inch group at 50 yards. Now, the reason I was sitting on a bucket using bipod shooting sticks is because that's how I usually shoot field target in hunter class. So if I would have shot this group, and this was also shot outside with a little bit of wind as well, if I would have been shooting this off of a bench and taking me out of the equation a little more, I imagine this group would be more like 3/8 of an inch or maybe even a 1/4 inch group. So I'm very pleased with the accuracy of the Redwolf. Last but not least is the customer support from Air Guns of Arizona. Before they ever sent me this rifle, they checked it out to make sure it was performing the way it should, and they do that with all the guns that they sell, all the air rifles that they sell. And I checked to see that that was true, and it is. They definitely did that with this one. And I did have a couple of questions, so I called Air Guns of Arizona. I spoke to Lauren. Lauren knows her stuff. She knows her air rifles. Very knowledgeable, answered my questions, no problem. So I feel very, very good about the customer support at Air Guns of Arizona, and I thank them for that. So if you're in the market for a Daystate Redwolf or any other rifle, I highly recommend Air Guns of Arizona. All right, so that's my 2,000 shot review of the Redwolf. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful to you, and I will see you again soon. Thanks.